Now, what I know about Jesus, yes, I learned from a 2,000-year-old book. A book that when I actually read it for myself, rather than listening and accepting what others have said about it, it radically transforms my life. It changes my way of thinking. It changes my heart, what I believe about things. It is a book that has coherent answers for every question that all of us ask and search all the time and everywhere for the answers. It's fascinating to look throughout history to see the effects of this 2,000-year-old book on both the small and great alike. A 2,000-year-old book that has survived 2,000 years of near constant attacks and attempts to destroy, discredit, and dispute. A book about which skeptical historians laugh, but then is over time eventually proven, every time, to be correct in the minutest detail. A book about which skeptical scientists ridicule, but when read carefully, in context, shows remarkable understanding of natural phenomena. Written long before science ever even had a clue that such phenomena existed. A book about which skeptical psychologists laugh, but when studied and applied, does what no person or text or study has ever done. It explains women to men and men to women. It tells us why we are how we are and why we do what we do. And it does it while making sense and in a way that is understandable to anyone who is open to the truth. A 2,000-year-old book that when read and applied builds strong and satisfying marriages regardless of culture, regardless of language, or regardless of what point in history those marriages are. It is a 2,000-year-old book that has and continues to change murderers into preachers, drunkards into responsible and productive people, thieves into honest persons, the selfish into the selfless, turns liars into lovers of truth, it turns the cruel into the caring, and it turns cowards into champions of justice. A 2,000-year-old book that builds the only worldview that is comprehensive, consistent, and coherent. The worldview that the Bible presents answers the four basic questions that all thinking men and women have asked for all time. Where did I come from? Why am I here? What is right and what is wrong? And where am I going? Every human civilization and every honest person has asked these questions, and the Bible answers them comprehensively, without contradiction, and in a way that just makes wonderful sense.